Slop, what's going on, man? Love the shirt.
Thanks, bro. Just living the dream, my friend. Just living the dream.
You good day in the NFL yesterday?
No, no, not
No.
not even close, really. There was one. All right, so your boy, Jawan Johnson, he was the closest thing I had to like feeling good about myself. It was 40 plus receiving yards. He had 36 on the drive before the last one in the first half, and he never caught another ball.
Solid.
So that was fun. That was a great time. Had a great time with that. Actually, too, Carr literally targeted him. I think on like he had a big play, got him up to 36, and then Carr targeted him on another play, and the guy picked it off. I don't know why he threw it to him because he was clearly covered. But yeah, then he just decided no more after that. It was a
No
tough
more
play.
after that. Yeah. Well, I lost.
What about you?
Not good.
Okay,
Lost New England. Nice dominated game by the Patriots there. That
that's fun.
pick six fumble, 14 points off turnovers, and then had the
Pick
Colts
six
as
sucked.
well.
The pick six was not a real pick six. It was just one of those like you gotta be kidding me. If it wasn't raining, I mean, it was a bad throw. Don't be wrong, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so had that, and then had the Colts, down 10 on the 1 yard line, can't get it in. So two, two games that been nice to go 1-1 on, but of course lose both of those. But did place in this golf tournament that I played in over the weekend. Got to do a little playoff, so
Okay.
won some money there playing some golf. So nothing.
Well, that
Nothing
works. I actually I hit the Giants Cowboys under live during that game. So I'm on a 1-0 streak in my last one. So I feel like I'm kind of on a heater right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we'll have to see what you're on tonight here in just a little bit. See if we can find some plays. But I know you've got an announcement, right, about some kind of wheel behind you or
Oh, yeah. All right. So
maybe.
Nigel has a wheel spinning right now with everybody's name that's on an OddsJam trial that's probably watching right now. It's still spinning. So once it lands on somebody, we will announce that name. But it's still spinning. I can't see it, but I'm guessing it's still spinning. It's probably got to be a pretty big wheel to have everybody's name on it. So yeah, just keep watching. We're gonna be fine. What do we got on the positive EV page, man? Let's hit that button. I've
All
already
right,
sold myself on what I'm doing, but I want to see what these OddsJam tools can do.
all right. Let's check it out. Yeah, before we jump though, real quick, if you haven't signed up for all of the books that are in your state, talk about this every single week. Tons of promos over the weekend. Got a free bet from Caesars that I threw together. Put a parlay together. Didn't win, but free bet. So you can check out all of these offers on OddsJam. It's under the resources tab underneath promotions. Make sure you sign up for these books. Tons of great offers. Every state is different. So be sure to check those out, especially with week 1 of the NFL still here. One more game, but tons of great offers. Probably some boosts tonight for the Jets Bills game. But let's go ahead. Let's jump over to the EV page. You just want to look. You want to look for this Jets Bills game tonight, right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean it's Monday
All
Night Football. Could you possibly concentrate on anything else?
right.
You know what I
Great
mean?
point.
Like right now, like could you be like get excited for like anything else?
I mean, I am excited for week 2.
Yeah, me too. But like right now,
Right
like,
now, no.
right now, let's say like there's a football game starting in like what 4.5 hours, and like we're gonna be thinking about week 2. I usually the second half is when I start really getting into week 2 and getting fired up about it.
Yeah, I'm ready. We'll talk about some week 2 as well because I've got some plays that I kind of like. But yeah, I mean, quite a few plays tonight. So looks like if you're on Bet Openly, which is just a peer-to-peer site, Gino running Bet Openly, you can bet against others. So if you don't have legal sports betting in your state, chances are you can probably use Bet Openly. Looks like over 44, minus 102 odds. Not sure what this bet amount is for, but if you go to Bet Openly, it will show you what someone is willing to take on this particular play. But on a book that we can use, or on a book that hopefully most of our viewers can use, FanDuel first half total under 23, under 22 and a half. Fair odds about minus 118 for the under 23. You're missing that key number of 24, but I guess you are getting the key number of 21. So you see DraftKings has got this minus 140. Pinnacle's got it minus 127, it looks like. So what do you think here, Slop? Under 23 in the first half. I kind of like the under for the full game. If we look, we can see here if this will load for us. We can take a look and see what these other books have. I'm going to guess that some of the other books are 22 and a half as the main line, which that is the case. So
yep.
we're getting we're getting a half a point here on under 23. It's not significant in terms of a key number. I guess if it's 13 to 10, you would push. Whereas if you take under 22 and a half, you don't push and you would lose. So yeah, thoughts here under 23. I know you like points.
Yeah. All right. So at some point though, we got to stop taking the under. Like with this game, I mean, it came out like 47 and a half, and it's just been getting just bludgeoned like to death to the point where like I don't even know what the main line is now. I think it's like 45 and a half. Like, do we know?
Let's take a look. Is there weather there tonight in New York again?
I heard there was, and then there wasn't gonna be. So whatever that means.
So main line is 44 and a half. So if you bet, if you got 47, great number.
It's just rough though. Like once you see it go down that much, you know what I mean? Especially with a lower total to begin with, it's like, man, like I almost want to go over now.
Yeah, and you what was that? Over in the Chiefs game, that did not get home at the bowling.
Nope. Remember that? I was like, dude, yeah, I'm not gonna take the under, and this is an under, so find something else because I just felt like it was going under. This one I think is going over, man.
Well, and see, so first half. So we got two separate plays here.
Yeah.
First half total on FanDuel.
I don't know about the first half over, bro. I would say under on that.
So under there. So we like that. FanDuel minus 115. This is a profitable play. Over 44 on bet openly. Over 44 and a half on bet openly. So there is value on the over for the full game. Value on the under for the first half. So if you're looking for that, if you're looking for some player props, though, everybody likes those. Damian Harris over 5.5. Player rushing attempts on MGM minus 120. Average odds are minus 133. So pretty good number here if you want to take Harris over 5.5 rushing attempts. Looks to be a solid
minus 150 at DraftKings, huh?
Minus 150 at DraftKings. So pretty heavily juiced on the DraftKings side.
Deep discount.
Huge discount. Minus 120. So that's a good play there. Damian Harris over 5.5. Let's see here. Randall Cobb over 18.5 receiving yards tonight. That's minus 120 on Fliff. Looks like average odds minus 131. DraftKings minus 140. Caesars minus 148. So Pinnacle's
one down.
James Cook over 14.5 receiving yards.
Some guy in the chat has him. I mean, that's not a ton of value there, but value's value. So whatever. But what do the other places have? I'm just curious.
For James Cook?
Yeah.
Minus 135 Caesars, minus 130 FanDuel. Average odds are minus 127. So
open up the whole thing. Does anybody have something higher, like a higher number?
Let's take a look. Good thing. Good
17.5 on him earlier today.
Yeah, so 15.5 points bet is juiced to the over. Barstool is juiced to the under. Prize Picks has it 15.5. Obviously, their juice is the same both ways, depending on what payout you do. Yeah. But yeah, 14.5, 15.5. No real discrepancy across the books. Cobb, what did we say? He was a play, wasn't he? Over.
Yeah, he was up. He was up there.
Yeah, so over 18.5. So if we look at that, we can see his main line or not main line, but there are some books offering 20.5, 19.5. So maybe over 18.5 at FanDuel is pretty solid. If you're looking at that, it looks like Pinnacle, we said it was over 18.5 juiced as well, minus 132. So solid play on Cobb at minus 120 on Fliff. So if you don't have Fliff, you can sign up for that. You can use code OddsJam. They give you $100 match. So pretty nice little deal there. Let's go ahead and refresh Slop. Let's see if there's anything new. So looks like a lot of these plays have gone. I don't know. Maybe these people that are following have been betting these plays as we were on them, because right now,
moving, man.
Only 2 plays for the Monday night game. So under 23 in the first half and under 22.5. So
what about the psycho filter? Does that return anything?
Let's take a look. This is going to show us baseball. We don't care about baseball.
Yeah, we don't care about baseball. But
so,
what if, though?
Let's let me make one adjustment here on the psycho filter and just show NFL. We're probably going to get some stuff for next week, but that's all right.
Whatever.
One sec. Let's see what we've got. So Vikings money line on Bet Openly, plus 294. Fair odds, plus 276. James Cook, let's see.
Those were his rushing yards, right?
Yeah, those are his rushing yards.
I like him to catch at least 2.5 passes tonight. It's like plus 116 at Caesars. And I like I also like go up there. Did I see Dalton Kincaid?
Yeah, he was on there, I think, for parlay play. Yeah, parlay play. So if you've got that app, over 2.5 receptions, minus 114.
I kind of like that, because I'll be honest with you, I know it's his first game, but I don't know that you could just do the throw it to Stephon Diggs all night thing. You know what I mean? Like how the Bills like to do. They like to force feed him. And then even Davis, because DJ Reed, he'll be on like they're gonna have to get creative. Like they gotta get cute. You know what I mean? And last year in 2 games, they targeted their running backs 21 times, which is kind of crazy, considering it was the Bills. I mean, they had McKenzie back then, though. They also had Singletary. So this time around, it's only Damian Harris and Latavius Murray. So those really aren't your pass-catching threats like Cook would be. So I think he's going to have to get involved in the receiving game, especially if they get down, or even if it's a neutral game. Like they're going to have to move the ball somehow. Yep. And then that also opens up Kincaid, though. But I'm kind of scared because of Knox. You know, like, how are they going to use him? Is Knox going to be like a red zone guy? And then a between the 20s guy is Kincaid? But, like, I don't know. So it's tough.
Yeah, maybe a little decoy there. It'll be interesting to see that. But yeah, Kincaid is minus 114 on parlay play. If you were to throw him into one of your entries there, same thing. Sign up for parlay play. You use code OddsJam, you get $100 free for signing up there. So yeah, let's take a look again. Let's jump over to the ARB page real quick. Let's see if there's any ways that we can make some free money.
I love free money
on this game tonight. Probably not for tonight, but nonetheless, here's a perfect one right here. Saints Panthers next week, Monday Night Football. You got to tie up your money for a little bit, but Saints minus 1.5 at minus 107 on Bet Rivers. Panthers plus 1.5 on PointsBet, plus 125. So if we wanted to bet, let's just say 200 on the Saints, 170 on the Panthers. No matter what happens, we're going to make basically a risk-free $15. So put up, roughly $400 a week later, you're going to get back.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot, but bro, if you were able to do that a couple
every
times,
day.
You know what I'm saying? Like a day, like it starts to add up very fast. Did you? And look up there, like I heard one guy complain saying, "Oh, you can't. It's not on all the books, or whatever." Of course not. But go up. Like I think I just saw DraftKings and FanDuel.
Yep.
Who doesn't have all of those? So like everybody that in every legal state pretty much has FanDuel and DraftKings. So there's two of them right there.
Yep. Yeah, here's another one. I mean, these are main lines. These are, if you wanted to actually bet this, I mean, let's say you wanted to put 550 on MGM for this Boston College Florida State game, 460 on Bet Rivers, making a risk-free $33. So you make 33 bucks. Obviously, you can do less. Let's say you want to do 220. You're going to make risk-free $13. So, between those two arbs, make, let's just say, roughly $30 in a couple of days. But yeah, like you said, not every book has arb opportunities, but FanDuel, DraftKings, I mean, we've seen a few there. You've got some Bet Openly, Bet Rivers with some arbs as well.
I was more just talking about the complaints I've seen in the chat. I'm like, dude, like you guys aren't watching because if I see it every day, like it's there all the time. Like you just gotta watch. So it's just like anything else. Like money's not going to come shooting out of your computer. Like when you get OddsJam, like I wish it did, but it's not. But the idea that you can't is crazy because like we just saw DraftKings and FanDuel like right there. There's like multiple. So I mean. It's there. It's just look at it throughout the day. I like to keep it up. I'll go through it literally 10, 15 times in a day. Takes me like 2 minutes. Hit the R page and go back to what I was doing. Hit the R page, go back to like it's just something you dip into and leave. Like it's awesome. Like it's not something you would check one time and then be like, oh, nothing there today. You know what I mean? It just changes all day long.
Yeah, arbs do. Lines move all day. So yeah, it's not something you can check at 10 in the morning. Nothing there. Call it a day. I mean, we've refreshed here a few times and you can see some plays have left the board. Here's one, a money line. Obviously, I mean, this is not huge arb, but I mean, if you wanted to bet $1,000 on a money line, 592, I mean, you're only going to make $6, but again, it adds up. You're racking up reward points with Bet Rivers, Caesars. I mean, all of those are, those rewards programs in some of these books are really good. One question here, does OddsJam work for Canadians? Yes, it does. So if you want to shoot me an email, randall@oddsjam.com, or down here in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a message icon. You can shoot me a message there. If you just hop on OddsJam, I can help you out. Let's take a look at the middles page real quick. I don't know if there's any. Oh, here's one right here. So it's not a huge middle, and I don't know if it would be one that I would bet, but talking about Knox earlier, Slop, if you take him over 19.5 receiving yards on Barstool, under 20.5 on FanDuel, let's just say you bet 110 on FanDuel, you bet 102 on Barstool. If he doesn't get 20, then obviously you're going to lose $2.44. But if he lands on 20, you win both bets. So there were a ton of these. Yesterday, talked to several customers yesterday that they were living on the middles pages. A guy said he hit like 10 or 12 middle bets on Sunday before football started yesterday. Had a couple quarterbacks, 14, 15-yard middles.
Which is huge because, Randall, the books are good at pricing these guys. So, you know what I mean? Like the idea that you get a 14, 15-yard middle on a quarterback, that's gold.
Yeah.
Dude, and even the receiver, like Rashard Bateman yesterday, I know off the top of my head, it was 35.5 some places, 34.5 some places. Guess where he ended up?
35.
35.
Yep.
Guess who had him 50 plus? Yep. That was fun. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so the middling that's a viable strategy.
Yeah. I mean,
and you're not going to find them on your own, bro.
No, you're definitely not going to find them on your own. And, anytime you can get 0%, which there aren't any right now, but anytime you can get 0% or above, 1%, 0.5%, you're not losing anything. So, if these odds right here, let's just change these odds. Let's say that it was even money on FanDuel and we wanted to bet 100 and we bet 97 on Barstool. Now we make $2.44. And if it lands 20, we hit both. So we don't lose money and we have the ability to win both of the bets. And like you said, these books are very good at setting these. I hit one last year. I think it was like week 2 or 3. Duvernay for the Ravens. It landed exactly where it needed to. So Mills page is nice, but you got to be on there. I would say if you're going to use the Mills page, NFL Sunday mornings, somewhere around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Eastern when the lines start to come out. What is it? I guess it's 11 a.m. Eastern. Is that when they announce, who's playing, who's not? Maybe it's 12 Eastern.
I think it's 90 minutes, or I don't know how long before the game, but yeah, it's like a couple hours before the game. And that's when you're going to start seeing lines for guys like the ancillary guys, the guys that are actually going to hit on their number because, they're only going to catch 2 balls. And how the books make these lines is based on how many catches, how many yards per set, that kind of stuff. So they're going to get close unless, like I said, I don't know, a guy falls down, they break one, something like that. But I mean, it happens more times than not. I'm telling you that right now. Like a guy with over 1.5 receptions, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Like it's.
Yeah, no, 100%. So yeah, let's take a look here real quick. We'll just take a look at this game again, see if anything pops up for Bills tonight, see if there's anything new. So Kincaid's still there. Harris under 5.5 receiving yards. This is a new play on Bet Rivers and Barstool. The under's still there. Harris over is still there. Cobb over is still there. Breece Hall, this is a new one. Not much value, plus 148. Fair odds are plus 147.8. But still some value out there if you are looking to take advantage of that. So, Slop, I'm going to turn it over to you for a second and just you tell me where you want to go for this Bills-Jets game, some plays you like, receiving yards, passing yards, touchdowns, receptions, whatever, and we'll give out some plays for this and then talk week 2 and we'll slow Nigel's wheel down so that we can find a name.
Sounds good to me. All right, so I already have, obviously, James Cook over 2.5 receptions. I'm telling you, I think that guy catches like 4 or 5 balls tonight. I don't know what tells you that, but again, they can't just force feed Stephon Diggs and call it a night. I think he gets shut down, for him by Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed on the other side. I think the receivers are out. It's going to be getting creative, doing little weird stuff, little dump offs. He's going to catch one accidentally just because, Allen couldn't find somebody, so he just dumps it off to him. So, I mean, that feels easy. That's plus 116 at Caesars. I don't know what it's at now, but you got it right there?
Yeah, plus 120 on DraftKings, but it looks like if you bet it plus 116, I mean, that's the same odds that you got.
It was plus 120 at BetMGM earlier, but they won't let me do 100 anymore. DraftKings will, though, so I wish I could go back in time and do that one. But I might do it again. I'm telling you, I'm big on that. I think that's going to happen. And then the other one is Garrett Wilson over, I think it was 68.5 receiving yards. I haven't seen where that one's gone. I think like he's going to get the Devontae Adams treatment from Rodgers. Like I really think he's going to get just heavily targeted.
So over 68.5 looks to be the main line. FanDuel's got it 69.5. Bet Rivers is 70.5.
I think I took that at Caesars at like 119. Yeah, that's the line.
Yep.
68. So it was 68.5 at FanDuel. That's interesting. They moved it up.
Yep, moved it up a full yard here at FanDuel. So, I mean, what that's worth, I don't know, but you can get a yard less for the same price at MGM. So, stupid to bet.
What do you think about that? Do you think Rodgers targets that guy? Like,
yeah,
Adams. You know how he kind of locked in? Like it was always like he's throwing to Adams. Like it was just one of those.
Yeah, I think I could see Wilson being that guy. Do you think? What about is Lazard playing tonight? Do we know?
I think so. I mean, he had a line pretty early, and usually they take it down. Like these guys know when they're not going to play, and when they, you know what I mean. Like you'll see a guy disappear, and then like an hour later he gets announced out. So
what do you think about? When you think about Lazard, anytime touchdown scorer, plus 310 at DraftKings.
Depends on what the number is, yeah. I'll bet anything if the number's right.
Plus 310. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a good value for an anytime touchdown score.
What about Dawson Knox?
Knox anytime TD plus 450. That seems high.
Pretty reasonable. Yeah. Where's that bar?
Wilson's plus 160. So there's definitely.
I couldn't imagine taking that. I just think that guy is actually filthy. Like when you look back at what he did last year, right? As a rookie, first year, with Mike White, Zach Wilson throwing him balls. Like they're not even NFL quarterbacks, and he went over 1,000 yards. I mean, could you imagine with Rodgers? I mean, Rodgers, he's old. Don't get me wrong, but he's only 39. Like that's not that old for a quarterback these days. Like he's not decrepit. Is all I'm saying.
Right. How about Damian Harris plus 325?
That ain't bad. He's one of those guys at the goal line back. Him or Murray.
Yeah, Murray when he was in New Orleans.
What's his number?
What Murray is plus 950. So
I'd take that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I would take that. That's not that crazy to me. They get on the goal line. There's a chance he's in the game just as good as Harris.
Throw him in there. What about take a look at the first touchdown score. See what's out there. Here's a couple guys we talked about here. Lazard, he's 16-1 at MGM. Damian Harris is 18-1. Knox is 22-1. Who else were we talking about?
Murray.
Are they even offering odds on Murray? I don't see him. There we go. 45-1 on MGM. So goal line, Garrett Wilson, 9-1.
I wouldn't mess with Wilson.
This to me is a tricky game. I mean, I thought last night's was, I mean, obviously it didn't happen, but I mean, Pollard and Saquon, I mean, probably CeeDee Lamb, three pretty popular first-time TD scores, and then it ended up being the defense or special teams.
Yeah,
I know there were some people pretty angry about how FanDuel graded that, at least what they offered, because now it's I think they split that, or at least they did last night. So,
it was defense or special teams.
Yeah, I think so. I think
those tricky bastards.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, let's pick one, Slop. We picked one. We were wrong. I picked Mahomes last week. Who did you have?
I do not remember.
I don't either. I think we were wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I was right. I would remember if I was right. I'm pretty sure.
Did you take St. Brown? Is that who you took? I can't remember.
I really don't. I have no clue who I said. I have no idea.
We'll have to get Nigel to.
Yeah, Nigel probably knows. He knows.
Yeah, so, I don't remember. I know I took Mahomes. Didn't happen.
I always go with something ridiculous. That way, on these primetime games, that way if I hit like one or two throughout the season, I'm good.
You going you going to take Murray?
I mean, that's a little too ridiculous, but maybe Knox.
Knox. All right, let's see what Knox is. 22-1. So that's your pick.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go. I will go with. I'm gonna go with Breece Hall, 12-1.
Okay.
Nigel, we need you to track these, Nigel, so we can update these every week. So
he's got it. It's all up here. It's all up here.
Well, in that case, you hit last week then, right?
Yeah, I think I hit. Who scored it? St. Brown? Yeah, it was him. That's what I said.
How about Gibbs had the touchdown and he fell? I had him as well.
That was wide open. How about Josh Reynolds went for 80+ yards? I didn't take him at plus 800, even though like I had it set up.
You talked about that a lot.
I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, wait, how did I not how does that you know how many yards he got to? 80 on the nose.
80 on the nose.
It's like that's literally just like him rubbing my face in it. It's like, yeah, what's up, bitch? Where's your ticket? I'm like, I didn't do it.
Didn't bet it. All right. So last couple of things. Look ahead to week 2. I know we talked about last week, just situations, things that I was hoping for. And actually, I think I mentioned this last Thursday. I said I hope that the Browns smoke the Bengals, and I hope that the Niners whoop up on the Steelers. And that's exactly what happened. And I love Pittsburgh next week. Plus 2.5 on MGM right now. I think they're playing the Browns, Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing. In the rain, too, last week, I mean, I don't know that the Browns defense is that good, but they're getting credit for like shutting down Joe Burrow. And it's like that. Yeah. Like you watch that game, that wasn't the Bengals that they shut down. Like the rain definitely there was an issue with the rain. Trust me, there's that. And then Burrow was, his first time back, that kind of stuff. Like I don't think they're that bad.
Yeah, so I do like the Steelers next week. Couple of other interesting games I thought. This Seattle Detroit game. Take a guess, Slop. What do you think this look ahead line was prior to Detroit beating Kansas City and then Seattle losing to the Lonely Rams? What do you think that line was?
I just saw it today. Kelly in Vegas was posting about that today.
Okay, so it was
what was it?
It was Lions minus 2.5, and it's 6 now at DraftKings. So, I mean, this is the perfect. This is the perfect overreaction. This is probably, I would say, the biggest overreaction of week 2. 3.5 point move because the Lions beat the Chiefs and because Seattle lost to the Rams. I think if Seattle would have won that game, you might have seen 3.5. So this, I think, is the number one, I would say, overreaction game that's out there for this week. And then Dallas Jets could be intriguing. Dallas is 3 right now. We'll see what happens with the Jets, but that'll be interesting as well. I think to see what
Dallas
the Jets
looked so good on the defensive line, though. Like there was a couple, whatever, like the lucky plays from the rain and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, they were just getting to Danny Dimes all the time, like whenever they wanted. That was crazy. I was shocked when he was still in the game at the end. It's like 40-0, pouring rain, like 7 minutes left, and he's still back there taking licks. Like what are you doing, man? Like just go sit. You know what I'm saying? Like how? Like why would you? Like why?
168 million.
I guess so, but it's like, isn't that a reason to not put him out there? Like this guy is getting just his teeth kicked in every time he goes back. You're not going to win. There's no moral victory. You know what I'm saying? So what if you did score a touchdown? So you lost 40-7. But I mean, what are the odds that that's even going to happen? I mean, odds are this guy's going to take 3 or 4 more sacks. Have 300-pound dudes land on him. Like that can't be just good. But whatever.
Yeah, no, I didn't understand that either. So. But let's wrap this up. I think
Nigel, has that wheel stopped spinning? Yes. What was the name? Here we go, guys. I got the name. I have the name. If your name is Dale Gannon, what do you need him to do, Nigel? Nigel is going to reach out to you and give you $1,000 after I give it to him. So, yeah. Dale, awesome job, buddy. Way to win $1,000, man. You should use it to gamble. That's all I'm saying.
Throw it on a parlay? Is that your advice?
Well, I mean, smartest thing you could do is turn that $1,000 into more $1,000.
It's risk-free, right?
Yeah, it's a risk-free bet, basically.
It is
and we have a page for that, don't we?
We do have a page for that. That was where we started. Promotions page on OddsJam showing you the all of the free bets that are out there, or not all of the free bets, all of the promotions that are out there with all of your sports books. So yeah, check out the free bets page. See what's out there. Dale's got him a free 1,000 coming, so he can.
I'm so proud of Dale.
Sign up for one of these books.
Way to win. Nice work.
All right, Slop. Well, this will conclude. I goes this week 1 Monday Night Football preview here with the Jets Bills. We'll be back next Monday, same time, same place. We have doubleheader next week, right?
I
Saints,
know. I didn't even notice that until like today.
yeah,
So,
Saints, Panthers, and Steelers, Browns.
greatest
So,
night of our lives.
yep, looking forward to that. And yeah, come back next week, guys. If you have any questions, reach out, email me, randall@oddsjam.com. Click the message icon in the bottom right, send me a message. Happy to take care of you, answer any questions you've got. Slop, I will
Also,
see you next week.
too, the slop code still works.
It
So if
does
you're
still
not on a
work.
free trial and you're watching this, get on one. Just pick a plan and use promo code slop at checkout. It's free for 2 weeks. Like you're crazy to not at least try it. Like I'm telling you, probably get your teeth kicked in this week already. Trust me. Like you're gonna need some tools. Like you're gonna be fine. Get a free trial, 2 weeks.
Free trial, code slop. And yeah, enjoy the game tonight, Slop. I'll see you next week.
Can't wait, bro.